The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
What up, world? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to another segment of the Blueprint to Success podcast. I'm your host. It's your boy, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. Shift Motivator. Joined along with my co-host, my brother from another mother. It's that Alxndr Hall. What up, my brother?
Yo, what's happening? What's up? What's going on? Oh, cut it out. What's up? What's cracking?
What up, bro? How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good, man. It's,
Good.
ready for a new week. Focused, recharged. Just ready for whatever, man.
Yeah, that's it. Ready for whatever.
I'm getting ready for whatever.
Get that smoke.
Every moment.
Everybody can get it. Oh.
Yeah, anybody can get it, yeah, for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
it.
up. Yes, sir. It is. Yes, sir. And then also joined with my co-host, man, my brother from the same mother, man. Y'all give it up for my boy, Boy Wonda. What it do?
Man, I'm going to come straight from the house. You
From
feel
the
me?
house.
We starting off already.
From the house.
I'm
Coming
good.
straight from the house.
Doing good, man. Got some concerts coming up, man. And so we got a big one in Fort Myers, July 29th. So get your tickets because it's going to be swole. It's going to be having KB, Zonti, Miles Minnick, my homegirl,
Big
Bree.
Zonti, Big Miles.
Yeah.
Big everybody.
It's going to be dope. So y'all make sure y'all get your tickets early. Get there quick because it's going down.
Bro, Fort Myers is a beautiful, man. That's
It is, bro.
I used to, bro. That's a beautiful city, bro.
It is, man. And then like the people down there, they support, bro. They come through swole. They shout out to y'all, man. They show love every time I drive down there.
When I was down there, I was at Cape Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Cape Christian Church. I visited down there when I was living down there.
Yeah.
I used to go to their services.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good, yeah. The area down there is crazy, bro. Look, I was trying to find Winn-Dixie. Now I'm new to the area. Right? So my phone about to die. I got 3% on my phone.
Dog.
So I type in the nearest Winn-Dixie, and you know how when you see something, it says something like Fort Myers Boulevard. I'm thinking like it's okay. It must be close. I'm going, the arrow going this way. The phone died. I'm like, well, it can't be far. I keep riding. I hit a bridge. Oh Lord, bro. I'm in Cape Coral. I'm like 20 minutes from the crib.
Dang.
I didn't hit a right turn. The house is nice and everything. I hit a left turn. I see Haitian flags. Hold on, what's going on? Real quick, we in the hood now. What's popping?
Hey.
But shouts out to Fort Myers, beautiful city, bro.
That's funny.
Bro, for real, bro.
This wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, you said that was the Taking the City Bash?
Yeah, Taking the City Bash, man. It'd be hosted by myself and Arias. So he actually hosted in Denver too. So yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. He did a great job up there. Yeah. Great host, everything, man. So round two.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the actually advertising on Facebook today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's because it's in the evening time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be we're gonna do a pre-party Friday evening, then the actual event Saturday. So
Yeah.
we'll both be hosting both nights. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lit.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
dope.
y'all gonna stay over, or you gonna drive back and forth?
I'ma stay.
No.
Just get a room down there and then drive back Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dope.
That'd be 2 hours coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so I'm excited, man. You know, got some new videos dropping too, so y'all be on the lookout. LAD doing well, 2,400. Keep them numbers running.
Yes, what's up, man?
So God is good, and okay video will be dropping soon. It's already in editorial
It's in the editorial
positions.
phase.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the
Yes,
bag.
yes, it's there, and it's in the moment.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We got shots from Cali and Miami, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah. I was from when y'all went to that award show. Was that when y'all was in Cali for that award show?
Yeah,
When
Red
y'all
Letter
just-
Awards.
Yeah. Okay.
So we actually went sightseeing, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And when we did that, it was like, bro, we got our phone, started shooting, and we did like 30 frames per second. So with that, and just so when we correlated with the music video, you wouldn't even be able to tell if we shot it from a phone or the actual camera.
Dang.
Like Gutter to Glory, that was mostly shot with my phone and Elliot's camera. Couldn't even tell.
Wow. Yeah. That's right. No excuses, right?
No excuses. All the graveyard shots you seen, and then when I was riding by on Grace Avenue, I did that portion with my phone, and just riding through the city with my phone. That's it.
Bro, you know the documentary that I put out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you telling me. That was the first time I ever knew that.
That
You
was
said
clean.
that, was it Devon?
Yeah, I did.
He
Shout out
with
2020
yeah,
Productions.
he shot it
man.
with
He
the
killed
iPhone.
it. He killed it,
The iPhone. My first few videos on the iPhone.
bro. No excuses.
You gotta do what you gotta do with what you got to
Bruh.
get where you going.
I'm trying to tell you, because you're not gonna allow anything to keep you from where you're trying to go.
right.
No
Yeah.
excuses.
Yeah. No excuses. Oh, yeah. You know,
Execution,
got
no
the execution, no
excuses.
excuses shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Motivated Apparel. Y'all go check it out. Yes, sir.
Facts. Go get it right now.
Oh, D. You ready to go night?
You better go night.
Yeah, man. It's been good, man. Hey, man, that last episode we had last week, man, that jump was fire, dog.
Bro, no cap. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Y'all ain't, if you ain't saw it yet, man, y'all go back and catch that,
Yeah,
man. It was really good. He guy was dropping some nuggets, man.
Pillars
and some
of
gems.
Post.
So, yeah, y'all go check that out, man. Yeah. Yeah. So, but let's
Definitely.
go ahead and y'all got anything y'all want to say before we jump right in, man? You just want to jump right in?
Man, bro, like I love to see where this is going. I'm intrigued by what we have. I think it's something really valuable and special, and I'm just happy to be a part of something that's bigger than all three of us, that we can exemplify to the people that is really tangible.
Yeah.
And you don't. There's quite a few podcasts out there that kind of do that. Shoot your shot.
No, I just thought about just trying to lead into tonight's topic.
Yeah, cause I think that is really vital in being able to be. You have to check the last podcast, relatable, because when you're relatable, I feel like relatable is continuous. You know, when you got a connection, is just based off whatever that connection is, and it just kind of stops there. So, just to be able to understand what that is and dive into this topic, man, it's gonna be important, which is another step. You know, you gotta know your triggers, and you gotta be aware of the distractions, whatever they may be. Only you would know that.
Yeah, I was shout out to Pastor Steph, man. Stephen Hawthorne.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm saying his name right.
Yep. Stefan Hawthorne.
That's my
Yep.
boy. Yeah.
Shout out, broski.
Yeah. And I'm checking because I want to read this here as we get ready to go into it. But yeah, man, I was listening to his segment at his church with I don't know if you remember shoot, I think it's Donnie. I think that's what his name was. I don't know.
Donnie?
Yeah. A young guy, man. But anyways, I was watching their roundtable discussion. That's what it was, because it was actually called a podcast. So he called it roundtable discussion. They were just talking about mental illness because that's what he does. The young man does.
Yeah.
And that's what he got his degrees in and stuff like that. And so it actually kind of fit into like where we're leading to. And we're going to be talking about triggers and distractions tonight. For, everybody, we're going to be talking about triggers and distractions. It's both good and bad to understand what triggers you, and both in a good sense and also in a bad sense. So I'm gonna read this definition real quick, and then we're just gonna go right in and go in dialogue with tonight's topic. So when I looked up the word trigger, it says this right here. It says cause an event or situation to happen or exist. Okay, trigger. Causes an event or situation to happen or exist. So, and why is this important, right? So when we're talking about, just like what Dub said, building relationships, right? So, and, said always talking about the book, The 5 Love Languages. So whether you're in business, whether you're in your relationship, marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, what have you, it's very important to know what push y'all buttons. It's very important to know what pushes your business to a certain level of success. Because if I don't know that, if I'm selling merch, right, and if I don't know that March is normally my biggest month, then guess what? I'm going to miss out because I don't know what triggers my sales to be good every March of the year.
Exactly.
So if I don't know those triggers, then guess what? I miss out on the benefit of what could be, right? And so as they was talking about mental illness and stuff like that, and I'm listening to the questions and things that were being brought forward, it's really some really, really good questions, man. Great stuff, Pastor Steph, man. Great stuff. There was really some good questions that was coming from the feed online, as well as some people that was actually in the audience at the church where he was having it. And so when you're looking at like past traumas and things that make you click and things that make trigger a certain emotional aspect of you that may not be so pleasant or pleasant, it's great to know what those are, because if it's by chance not pleasant or pleasant and that's something you want to experience again, then it's great to know that. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to know the cause and effect of everything, because everything runs by cause and effect. And if everything runs by cause and effect and I don't take the time to learn my cause and effect, then once again, I'm going to miss out an experience in life that I can possibly enjoy, because I don't want to deal with something that maybe came from my past because it makes me emotional or puts me in an emotional state that I don't want to deal with, and so I just don't deal with it at all. And then when it pops up in your relationship or it pops up in the business deal, then you miss out because you don't know how to handle it. And so what we want to relate tonight, man, is just like we was talking about last week, when we was talking about pillars and posts. That's very important to the structure of your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all have an emotional button that at certain times can be pushed at any given moment. But if we never take the time to really know what those are, then we can cause some, really catastrophic losses to come into our lives. You know what I'm saying?
And you'll be in the same cycle over and over because you don't know how to get out of that cycle, because it's something that you're so accustomed to seeing and having and wanting to have. But what if that person doesn't give you the thing that you need?
Right.
And they no longer serve you or a purpose in your life because they got what they needed and moved on, and you still stuck in this cycle because you don't know how to handle it. And some of the same triggers can be just a continuous avoidance or void that you feel in your life that can't be fulfilled because you're looking at it to be fulfilled through a person versus through him. I remember there was like different triggers for me emotionally, just from different relationships that I was really down and about because I come to the realization it's like, wow, it's really one sided. So I had to step back. Like I'm gonna say when 23. So I wanna say about 2018, 2017, I started kind of distancing myself from people I would always reach out to because I started to seeing it's being one sided now. And I still love them the same, but I had to recognize what was my triggers for me and what could be trauma for me because I love hard.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we had those conversations.
I love hard, bro. So it's just like if I see you as my brother or my sister or somebody who I will really deem valuable and somebody in my life who I really genuinely care about, and just to see that not being displayed, or you could tell if somebody being short with you, you can tell if they brushing you off, like, or you tell a person that, hey, I've been calling you, but you never pick up your phone. It's like, I ain't getting a phone call. It's just like, you mean to tell me you ain't never get a phone call? So it's just like things like that can cause you to trigger because it's just like now they're being insensitive to the information that you're relaying.
Right.
But you get all the other calls.
Right.
So like, and I think it's important for those who's on the opposite end of things to
You take me for real.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's important to be able to communicate your triggers and what you feel like is something that can kind of lead towards that. So like, let's just say, for example, like when Daddy, he was calling me, he was like, man, I've been calling. I was like, Pop, my network been tripping. Like, but now that I know that he's been calling me, I can be like more proactive and be like, hey, Pop, just checking in type of things like that. Even though we do talk and things like that, but it's just, I don't want him to think that because
you're too busy.
Yeah, and my network is tripping, and it's just like I'm not ignoring your phone calls. So it's like those type of things, and we can't deem what is small to us that may be big to somebody else less valid or less important. Like you have to validate their emotions and how they feel, but it's our job to work through those things too at the same time because we can't always play victim.
Right.
Because we have to well, now you know what's going on.
Right.
How do you change it?
Right. That's
How do you flip the table? Like how the tides, how you as they say, the tides turn. So, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Are you gonna sit and pout, or are you gonna be like, you know what? Let me just take a few steps back. Let me just reevaluate the pillars and the posts.
Yeah.
Last episode, check that out. For real, some good stuff.
Yeah, and that's big, man. That's really big, and I keep going back to once again, shouts out to Pastor Steph, man. That was really an eye-opening conversation to sit. Y'all got time, check out Abundant Believers. That's their Facebook
His
page.
ministry, yeah.
And you may remember the guy when you see his face.
Okay.
Yeah, he moved. He in Tampa, and I want to say his first name Donnie, because I hadn't talked to him in it's been a minute. But and just dealing with like issues and stuff, and even not just issues, right? Sometimes you can be successful at a thing, and then you stop doing the things that got you where you are. So you know what I'm saying. So it ain't all about the bad side of learning what your triggers are. Like I said, if your best selling month and you got a product is in March and you're not tracking that, you're gonna miss out. So and being a lot in my career in sales, you actually hear that a lot, especially like in the sales world where you get to the part where you're top salesman or you're making the money that you want to make, and then it's like you get to a place of complacency. Yeah. And so you hit, instead of, it's like you're really plateauing, and so that could be a trigger as well, because you just you just stop doing what got you there in the first place. You're not as hungry anymore, so you stop doing the things that got you to where you are. So maybe you've been married or in a relationship for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and it ain't the same no more. Because y'all done got accustomed to doing things a certain way, and when it comes to stretching, you kind of pull back a little bit, and so.
Yeah.
And that's what I noticed within a lot of the conversation, and even in myself, man. Sometimes I had to learn, and still learning too, how to we try to fix everything ourselves. And what I like about the conversation was they encouraged get professional counseling, get professional help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you need help, get professional help, because we're not wired for certain things and certain people are. Mm-hmm. So the professional in that situation that deals with the counseling and helping people through their issues, they've been educated to do that. That's their profession. That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And they know what to look for.
Yeah.
And how to kind of calm the situation. There's certain words and as they say, languages that they understand that we may overlook or not see just because they're more educated. They're specific. There's a specific way they do things and how they communicate. They can communicate. They can communicate in a way that we can't.
Yeah.
And get to them like we can't.
Yeah.
Because you know what, bro? Because everything that's valuable is locked up. You know what I'm saying? If you or even some things that's valuable. What's up, bro?
Hey, no, keep going.
Because anytime somebody
Well, you been on it, man. You been on it, bro. Keep going.
Straight from
you been striking nerves, brother.
Look, two things.
Hey, repeat what you said.
Okay, everything that's valuable is locked up.
Yeah.
If it's out running free, it ain't really valuable. All right. So like, when you go in somebody's home, like my dad's best friends, Happy and Sharon, I love y'all. They hunters and stuff. So people who hunt, they have rifles. Big thing, big lock on it. It's valuable when it comes to protecting the home. If you go in somebody's home, 9 times out of 10, they got that black box with the Social Security cards and stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? You lock your car door. You lock your front door. You lock your back door.
Yep.
Because the stuff on the inside is valuable. When it comes, and then every lock, like the key that you might open your locker that's at your job is not the key that you open up the lock to your front door.
Right.
It's certain keys to unlock certain stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That key is the trigger that pops it open so you can get exposed to what's on the inside of it.
That's good. Yeah.
That's really good.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to whatever trauma a person has, when you go to speak with somebody that's professional, quote unquote, it could be a pastor, it could be it could be a well-statured uncle, it could be a well-established auntie.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Even mentor.
Right.
A mentor.
Right.
They know what to say. They pushing the buttons. They triggering stuff to see what pop out.
Right.
And then when it pop out, now we can deal with it.
Right.
Exactly.
Because when people get hurt for real, they lock it up, bro. They lock it down. They
can't
lock
get to it.
That you can't
Won't
get
let
to
you get
it.
to
Right. Right.
You can't get to it. And then when you going around like this right here, you can't, open that thing up so we can deal with this, so you can be like this. So now that next guy, that next woman, they won't have 58% of you. They'll have 100% of you.
Right.
Your children will have 100%. You ride here with 45% of yourself. And then you wonder why your kid is 75% crazy because you
Right.
I mean, right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they're more. It's upside down.
Yeah.
Because you can't be your whole self for them.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So when people are getting damaged, bro, they lock it down. When I went through what I went through, man's wife, the marriage ended a week after my father passed. I'm around here crazy.
Right. Yeah. We remember. Yeah.
I'm around here crazy, bro. I ain't one. Bro, I had major it was stuff that I wanted to resolve with my dad. But when he passed, I had major man issues out of nowhere. I didn't want to deal with no men, bro. I was talking to you, but a lot of guys, I cut them off, they didn't even know it.
Wow.
Because I felt like the man relationship, my father, your father is one of the main male relationships a person should have.
Right.
So since me and him never really ironed stuff out, and he left, I was like, man, the main relationship I want to get right is gone. So if me and him had beef, not beef, but if me and him wasn't,
it wasn't where you wanted it to be before.
you know what I'm saying. So, and I know he loved me, and I know you done did some flawed junk, and me probably have to. I probably have to. And I know you don't love me like my father. I don't even want the relationship. That can go, cause the one that I needed to get right is gone. So if that's gone, I can deal with that too.
Right. Right.
That was my mindset.
Right.
At the time, you know what I'm saying. So I had to like smooth that thing out. I had to like get that thing together. So the stuff that was locked up, I had to pop that lock open, bro. And I went to counseling, me and Pastor Murphy. I would link up with
I remember that. You shared that with us,
Pastor Murphy will call me. Pastor Murphy will call me on the phone, FaceTime, whatever they get in contact with me. Whatever need to happen, he would ask me certain questions that the normal person wouldn't even know to ask me. Just to hit that button to see what come out so we can deal with that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And then get to the root.
Get to the root of it.
Yeah.
So sometimes those triggers, they are needed, you know what I'm saying, to get certain results done. You know what I'm saying? Like people who have really bad acne, they have to apply that pressure to pop that thing out and get that blackhead out. Some people don't have really bad skin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to use that stuff to get that stuff out, bro. So sometimes that tension or that whatever, them triggers, sometimes it's needed.
Those are like your indicators. It gives you a pre. It's kind of like a preseason game. You know what I'm saying? It gives you it gives you insight on what you need to improve so you can be prepared and ready for the actual game.
Right.
And it is vital, man. It's but I can't tell you how many times I allow myself to let a lot of stuff go and just be free in that. Yeah. And man, I've been at the most peaceful time of my life ever since, because I have true pillars around me. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I got them, I'm straight. I'm good. Right. And so there's a level of freedom that one gets when they recognize what their triggers are. And be real and honest with yourself about the triggers.
Yep.
Don't just be like, we're good, we're straight. No, you ain't.
No, because you can't handle it. If you know it's a certain woman that look a certain type of way, she work on this side and you know.
The death stare.
And you know if you go you still and you know if you go on this side of the building, all 10 eyes gonna be
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Don't even go over there. Don't go over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know that's a trigger for you, and that can distract you from what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know, like, if you know, if you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Come on,
well, I'm thinking as you're talking, man, I'm like, that becomes very vital that you understand what is a priority in your life. Because if my relationship is a priority, then I'm going to get the help that I need to make that relationship better. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm finding out is, and even like, I can use my relationship with my wife. Like I shared a couple podcasts ago, like, there's nothing, no relationship is perfect, but we're at such a peaceful place. Because, one thing that trials and tribulations, adversity can do one or two things. It can make you better or it can make you bitter. It's your choice. Choice is yours. Was it DOS effects back in the day? You can get with this? Was that them? I didn't remember. You can get with that. No, black.
You can get with this, so you can get with that.
Man.
You can get with
group,
this,
the group, you can get with this, or you can get with that. It's your choice. You know what I'm saying? So the ET, I remember listening to ET was on was it the Steve Harvey show some years back? One of them TV shows, and he was answering a question. And the young lady stood up and she was like, she's like, my question is like she's always like late for stuff, and she procrastinates. And so how do I deal with the procrastination? That was her question.
Right.
And E.T. said something that was profound, that, hey, he's a professional. So I just, I wouldn't have never thought about that. He says, hey, if I told you to meet me, I'm using it pretty much the same way, but it may not, he may have said it a little bit different.
Yeah.
But if I told you to meet me at Wells Fargo at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got a sack of money I'm going to give you, what you going to do? Oh, shoot, everybody, but the whole crowd went crazy, like, but I'm going to be there early. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. Everybody just went to throwing out. And then he was like, well, he said, so your problem isn't a procrastination issue. Your problem is your priorities ain't straight. Boom.
Well, leave it to E.T.
I'll tell you, bro.
Like, boom, boom.
It's right in the mouth.
It's right up. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So if you trying to start something or business or write a book or something, produce something because you're afraid or whatever, you have to deal with that before you can get to the other side of whatever it is you're trying to do. So whether it be dealing with past hurt, dealing with past pain, dealing with past trauma, dealing with starting a business, dealing with taking your business to the next level, and you know what you need to do. Here's the thing. The problem is not being able to have what you need to go where you need to go. The thing is, are you positioning yourself to have what you need to go where you need to go? You know what I'm saying? Like what E.T. was saying, that's a priority. Is that a priority? That's just like, okay, my first year when I got my first actual training by a big motivational speaker. Shouts out to Della Toro McNeil, man. One of my mentors that have trained me, like one of the top 50 in the world, as in that area. I've been following this guy for years, but you young, money was always tight. Didn't really have the extra fun. Like I said, some of this stuff, like mentorship, you got to pay for that stuff, man.
Yep.
These people have sweated their blood and tears and put it in these courses and stuff like that. So, hey, it is what it is. And so what I did was I followed him until I was able to connect with him one year through one of his conferences. And so the crazy thing about it is because I never stopped, because that was something that I just felt that I needed to do to get to where I was trying to go as a foundation. Right. And it was a great start. So year after year, he would have conference after conference. I'm like, dang, man, I really want to go, but we ain't really got the extra money to do that like that. Because it wasn't a small investment. So when the year came up, we was actually kind of, doing pretty okay. And, we had a little extra money set up. So, I went to the wife and he was like, hey, we got a little, extra money to set up, so it really won't hurt, is it cool that I go to the conference? She was like, yeah, man, go, bro. That was the start of everything. That was the start of my company. That was the start of the foundation of my message. That was it was the foundational start that I needed. But if I would have never set that up as a priority, knowing that I needed to do that to get to where I needed to go, then I wouldn't probably even be where I am today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even when I look at my relationship with my wife, the things that I had refused to deal with earlier on in our marriage, because it hit an emotional trigger that I didn't want to deal with at the time. And even then, and even sometimes when we did seek counsel, because I wasn't in a position to receive the help that was given, that was good information, because I wanted to be me and I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and it didn't come the way I wanted it to come, and I'm dealing with this, and I don't like how she, But once I made the decision, the first thing you got to do, everybody, is first of all, you have to make the decision that I'm just going to deal with it and whatever that comes with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how we get through it.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part, because it's going to make you go somewhere where you don't want to go. But you're saying that, man, why can't I keep a man? Man, why can't I keep a lady? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, how come this business keep failing? How come every time I take one step forward, I take 10 steps backwards?
And make you look slap that in the mirror. Because everything can't be everybody else's fault.
No.
Right.
You
How
still the
long-
common denominator.
So you mean so you mean tell me you have 5 relationships and everything is his fault? No.
Right.
You done ran through 4 all the females ain't no good? No, big dog.
Right.
Something's going on with you too.
Right.
Exactly.
Look, you ain't the only one.
Right.
Look, I'm in the gym this morning. I'm in the gym trying to do my thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the gym. Now, I'm in there. When I walked in the gym, the music wasn't on in the part that I was in. So I had my cell phone music. So someone cut the music on, and it was like medium. So I had my music on the treadmill. So it was a portion of the music. I was watching Cal Beats. Shout out to Cal Beats. If y'all want to watch something real good, Cal Beats YouTube is really dope. So I'm watching Cal Beats, and I'm watching his thing. He doing his thing. So one of the workers came to me and was like, "Hey, excuse me, could you turn your music down? In the past, we've had complaints about people whose music is not what the music is inside the gym." I said, "Okay, I'm sorry." So I turned it off. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what happened. You all know what happened. 3 minutes later, somebody else on the other side of the gym, they blast the music, wetting, they laughing. I'm like, okay, but so you know I felt like, what? You know what I'm saying? But then I thought about it. Said, you're not the only one who's trying to be in the zone. You ain't the only one. Like, you're not the only one who's trying to have their mind right when they trying to do what they doing. Like, you're not the only one who's trying to enjoy something while they're working out. You're not the only one. So we gotta be mindful of what we're doing. Be mindful of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of what you're doing. You ain't the only one, boo-boo, with your feelings hurt.
Right. Right.
You ain't the only one, big dog, who been cheated on. You know what I'm saying?
You're not
Right.
the only one.
Right.
And you won't be the last one either.
You must have been at the other the one off Havendale.
No, I don't go in there. You know why?
I just about to say, cause man, I done been in the one on Cypress Garden, bro, and I've been livid about some of the stuff. Like, one dude had a freaking speaker in there, bro, and he was playing some explicit stuff, and nobody said nothing to him. It irked the crap out of me, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm talking about, like, dude came in there with one of those little mini speakers. It wasn't the big one, but it was a little mini speaker, and he was just playing stuff I ain't want to hear.
But you know what, though? See, one thing that I learned, though, right, and it's crazy. This hit me this morning, bro. Like, you don't have leverage when you're partaking in somebody else's atmosphere.
Right.
You don't.
That's good.
That's good. Boy, look here.
Dang,
Come on,
keep
Pastor.
Going, bro. Keep going.
Bro, you don't have leverage when you're in somebody else's vein. You ain't got no leverage. And
Come on, dog.
and when it's something that's, because you gotta think, that's a business.
Right.
That's a business, bro. So they don't care. Look, I'm paying the regular gym ship fees. These people they got trainers over here.
Right.
They paying $150 an hour for a trainer. I'm paying $27 a month. So you look $27 a month, it's not for them to mess up this $150 an hour.
Right. Right.
That's how they look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So even though I partake in the gym and other people partake in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Right? So when they started that gym, they didn't start that gym for the people who work out. Yes, you started a business, you want to serve and cater to the people that you started for. But you started business for you, to make sure your family and your bloodline was straight. So if this is the atmosphere that feeds your bloodline, that feeds your wallet, you have the right to check something that's off. That's gonna mess up
Right.
the supply.
Right.
So you don't got no leverage when you in somebody else's zone,
Right.
bro. You don't.
No.
Right.
You can't go on your job and say, I ain't gonna do this. Okay, you ain't out the door.
Right.
Pretty much.
Right.
You don't have no say so.
Right.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
Or a
good.
leg to stand on.
Yeah. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's really good.
But hold on.
Go ahead, dog.
Havendale. I don't go to that gym. The gym is awesome. It's too many distractions, bro.
All right.
I'm just being 100, bro. Like keeping the trail. It's too many distractions. Like it's too like. I mean, not to be off on an explicit. It's just too many. It's too many attractive women in there, bro. It's too much.
Right. I feel you
It's
for
too
where
much,
you are.
bro.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah. But see,
Yeah.
that's good. You know that's a trigger for you, so
Yeah.
you
I
make
don't
the
go.
adjustment. Yeah. The problem is when we know that something triggers us and we don't make the adjustment. You can't keep popping off like and getting mad, and then your significant other don't know why you keep getting mad every time this certain situation happen, and it's innocent, but you ain't dealing with your issue.
Yeah.
And there's something that was like months ago, and it just now pops up.
Yeah. Cause that happened to me like a lot,
That's like-
you know, until I had to start to capture, like, you know what, Mike, this ain't good. Like, dog, you got to tighten up, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like every time we get into a disagreement, I'm always bringing up something like, man, you always do this when this happens. You're like, well, when the last time this happened? And I can't say nothing, or either, you know, I be on my trip mode, and I can tell you when. You know?
If you really want to know.
You remember when blah, 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 and da. Oh, I can tell you when you want to know another incident. But, you know.
They got that laundry list.
But when I really came to the situation, like, man, I love my wife, man. This ain't cool. Like, let me stop doing this. Let me take the focus off her and put it on me. And I think that's what made when she did that and I did that, when it started being more so, let me put the focus on me, because we're too many. We spend too much time trying to fix the other person and not fixing ourselves.
Which is another
You know what I'm saying?
distraction.
So, because it's easy for me to deal with you, because I ain't got to deal with me, because I'm picking up your
Yo.
pain points.
I seen somebody say, hey, yo, it take less work for me to deal with you than to deal with me.
Yeah, it is. That's fact.
It's easier. I ain't got to do no work.
That's fact. Exactly. Because
Can't do
I'm
nothing.
blaming you for the work. I'm blaming you for the situation.
That's it.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
You, and you.
You did this to me.
or if not just trying to change something, just too much like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, man, I'm just coming from the house, bro.
Yeah.
I be trying to be transparent when I'm on here, bro, because this is like, this is another form of it's like therapeutic.
Yeah,
To
it
be-
is.
It is.
To be honest
Yeah.
about stuff. So in my past
Yeah.
relationship, if it's something that my ex-wife, the individual who I was married to at the time, I'd be like, yo. But now I'm working on myself and like, yo, do you know if I would have did that to me, then that would have, everything start from the head and trickle down to the skirt, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if some of that stuff right here is a mirror of you. So if I would have tightened up on some of that stuff, then she would adjust it to who, quote unquote, her husband or the leader in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes it don't be trying to change them. Sometimes you be poking at the bear, like, no, poke at yourself.
Right.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
And then when you start adjusting, they might not catch on at first, but they'll
Right.
catch on.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll catch on eventually.
And sometimes we don't realize a lot of the triggers and distractions are generational. And sometimes we're blindsided by, okay, where did I get
that
this
come
from?
from? Yeah.
Like, even things that I've learned just from spending habits, money, like understanding, like, whoa, oh. So this is why it's because it's a lot that I learned that mom and dad never taught us. They taught us everything they knew. Great parents, but it's just like I really started like, okay, let me really start evaluating why I'm like doing, and it's like it's the same. Just you the common denominator. So you have to call an audible. You have to learn your playbook.
Flag on the play.
He got to know the playbook of life. I ain't gonna say no names.
Time out.
Shift motivator.
Time out.
and it's just like I had to really analyze, like, dog. And then when they say write the vision down and make it plain,
Right.
when you see what you realize and got the revelation of, you were like, oh, that's where that went. That went here.
Right.
And it's just like even at I never shared this with you, but there was even a time, man, I was like, this was like when I was working at Velda. And I was just in a place financially. I was just like, man, I'm just sick and tired. I just broke down. Like I literally broke down in front of mom, pop, and in the computer room. I was just like, man, I'm tired, dog. I'm tired.
Right.
It's like I can't get ahead. And it's just like, look, this is what we're gonna do. We finna come up with a game plan. One thing about mama, she knew how to come up with a game plan, strategy. Listen, she can save .55. If there's a .111, she gonna save it.
Mama always had a stash, dog.
What?
That right there, what your mom did,
She always had a stash.
bro. When your mom did that,
Bro.
that right there that's like top-notch parenting. And this is why I say that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that my parents not good or nobody's parents is not good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that a lot of times when the parents be like, you need to, but are you gonna show me or not?
Right.
How am I supposed to if you don't show me?
Right.
Now I'm just like you. You need to. You didn't ever show. You need a budget. How about you sit me down and show me your budget?
Right.
What's your budget?
Right.
What's your budget?
You should see the faces. It's like, what is your What's your budget?
I mean,
Show me.
Show me. Show me how to zero
Show
out the
me
account.
the budget.
I am a boy, Damon. I am a boy.
What was your antennas?
For real, like
When I needed you to show me how to budget.
Right.
show me how to
That's
take,
good.
show me how to take 10% off and then give, and then an additional $50 or 10% to my savings. Show me what that look like.
Yeah.
Like show me how to do it. So when you say mom did that, that's
Bro,
look,
everything.
when your
Checkbook, everything.
Bro, do you? I don't mean to go, but look. Do you know why I got your mom's obituary? No cap. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. When I was at the funeral, bro, I got so much respect for y'all family, bro. When Pastor Jeff and Pastor Jason was talking about your mom at that funeral, that's how I would want somebody to talk about me, bro. Straight up. That's like the character, the praying, all that, bro. That is the best funeral I ever been to in my life, bro.
Bro, you ain't. Other people had told us that.
Yeah.
That it was, bro.
It was good. I mean,
I'm gonna bring that up.
No, you good, bro. You know,
the character
we
of your
had to deal with
moms,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's here's the thing. What we have to understand, people, is everything stems from something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my brother and I are a byproduct of that something, which was my mother and my father. And we took attributes from each one, but yet we still have our own. So yeah, you have your genes and your traits from your mother and your father, but there are actually traits and characteristics of you that you have and that you pass on and that you learn. And so when you look at yourself and you look at your lineage, you have to look at what you're leaving, whether you have children or you don't have children, even if on your job or just your next door neighbor. What are you leaving? You know, you talk about writing the vision and make it plain. One of the things that I write on the tablet of my heart every day, bro, is when I come into a situation or when I come into an atmosphere, is it better that I'm there now or did I make it worse? You understand what I'm saying? Did my presence in that atmosphere make it better or make it worse? You know what I'm saying? Everybody said, like, when you look at what they were saying about mom, everybody was saying the same thing, but it was they had their own experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was there for me. Like, she prayed for me. She was a prayer warrior. She gave. She did, you know. Everybody said the same thing, bro, but everybody had their own experience. And so it's like, and there were certain things that I've learned just by being around both of them, that it was like, okay, well, I kind of see where I got this from, or I kind of see where I got that from. And then I may want to tweak certain things about that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it still becomes a part of you. And so what do you want to be remembered as, like, when you're gone, when you're not here? Do you want to be remembered as, well, shoot, I really don't know? You know, you don't want your kids saying, because you have to find that balance, man. You have to find, and we say find balance, and I say that lightly because you really don't find balance, you find priority. Let me say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because life continues to go on.
Because sometimes, honestly, you struggle with balance because you don't know how to balance.
There is no balance. And, you know,
it's priorities.
Yeah, it's priority. And I forgot who I heard say that there is no balance, it's just priority. I'm like, wow, that's right. Because somebody's going to always feel left out. You may have to tend to the kid, and your husband and your wife be like, man, dang, we ain't got no me time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So somebody's going to always feel left out, or you trying to get some me time, and then boom, the kids bust into the room. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's really, when do you find balance? You got to go to work, you come home, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to wash, you got all these I got to go to the grocery store, I got to go to the, you know what I'm saying? You got all these, so where do you find the balance? So it's like you have to put a priority in your life, because if not, you don't want to be laid up in front of somebody's church and your family is bawling their eyes out because, man, I really didn't spend time with mommy and daddy because they was always working.
Everything was straight distracted.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Your job can be a distraction. Like, I know you need to work. Don't get me wrong. Y'all hear me out. But
sometimes they
you have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and you barely home, and your kids don't even know who you are. Your wife don't know who you are. Your husband don't know who you are. Because you put in the rule. Trust me, I get it. So, you know, retract the clause. I get it. But at some point, you have to figure it out. You have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you drop dead today, they're gonna replace you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for sure. They don't care
without a second thought. No. And when you think about balance, bro, there's no stability in balance. Because when you're trying to find balance, you're trying to let me make sure you're trying to find stability. And I remember, man, this is crazy. So, in the time when I was learning myself a lot more in like this season, I was learning how not to be everything to everybody. That was difficult for me, just because what the trigger is hey, 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 because you don't want to let nobody down. Hey, hey.
They call, you coming.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to prioritize me. Like when we had that talk, I was like, man, it feels good to really prioritize me. I haven't for years. And it didn't bother me, but it was just a simple fact knowing I had to change some things. Yeah. Because now I'm getting pulled on more, because now I can't be there as much as I would love to be. Right. Because of the level of what God is taking me.
What's going on, yeah.
And now I'm really seeing in real time, like, okay, everybody can't go.
Right, yeah.
And so it's like, people be like, you know, I ain't got no more. Just like this, that, there. It's like, it ain't nothing personal. I promise you it's not.
Right.
But I have to prioritize me.
Yeah. You only got so much time in the day.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And and if you can't understand that,
Yeah.
I can't do nothing for you. I just can't because now you being selfish.
Dang, man, I just had I don't know, maybe I don't know, a vision, I guess, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. But as you were talking, it's like I literally saw a picture of a rocket with the boosters falling off.
Wow.
God, no. Like literally, it's like as he's talking, I'm looking, but it's like I'm looking at an image of a rocket and the boosters are falling off.
And I want to say this too, like, you don't have to be with a person every single week or every single day to have that as an establishment, as that's y'all friendship. Man, one of my best childhood friends, Greg.
Yeah.
We talk, but every time it's like when we reconnect right back. But it's like we just pick up where we left off. Like and it's like when you have that.
Oh yeah, you know it's authentic and genuine.
It's authentic and genuine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we both know the love that we have. Like, and it's crazy because like all four of us had lost a parent in the same vicinity of the season.
Same season. Yeah.
It was our mom, it was your dad, and then Mr. Willard right behind.
Yeah.
And then before Mom, Uncle Eddie and Uncle Junior. So I was like, yeah, dog.
Yeah.
So it's just like, man, just seeing that, bro, it's just like, I have to not put more so my purpose first, but I have to really, really put my stamp in the earth.
Yeah.
And you can't stamp the earth properly, quote unquote, as you just said.
Yeah.
If you're distracted.
Right.
Because you're not gonna know what you're supposed to do. You're not gonna know who you're supposed to become. You're not gonna know what you're not supposed to watch. If you're distracted, you're not gonna become the best version of yourself. And we ain't got time for that, bro.
You get desensitized.
Yeah.
Like it there's no moral discernment of what can be and what's not. You know what I'm saying? You can be blinded by that. And then another thing I learned also just within this situation.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before you go there, cause we talking about distractions, right? And I don't want to.
Go ahead, bro.
When you moving and you building and you learning and you reading and you fasting and you praying and you going to church, you bam, but you hitting them back after back, bam, bam, bam,
Right.
bam, 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 bam. We need distractions for a reset, bro. We need healthy distractions. Like bro say man, this week I'm finna take off a wife and we finna go. That's a legitimate setup distraction.
That's the flip side of it.
You know what I'm saying? You need
it's kind of like a reset button type of
Yeah. Check this out.
That's dope, bro. I like that.
Yeah. I like how you flip that. Yeah.
You need healthy distractions now. You need
I like how you flip that. Let's check this out. Distraction, a thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else.
Okay, so right now, I don't need to give full attention to the business. I need to take a woosah. You want to go to the movies? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Right.
Because that's gonna, right now, this is about to take me over the edge. So I need something that's gonna have me level back out. And I want to level back out with something that's gonna actually give me enjoyment.
Right.
Yeah.
Something that's not.
And that you're not pressured to do.
Listen,
I'm trying to be.
outside of the gym, bro, like it be funny sometimes. We just laugh, like, cause I don't game like that, but when I do, like I'll play. So I break out the PlayStation. So when I need to woosah or whatever, I'm like, you know what? I just been burning the midnight oil. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Blah blah blah. I just block everything out. I pull out the PlayStation and I just play till I get tired.
Yep.
I do. Like sometimes it may be an hour, sometimes it may be 2 hours, sometimes it may be 3 hours. Just whatever I feel that I need to release. So even though I use the gym, and I read too, but I pull out that PlayStation. Like quick, bro, and go into my own world. Like I pull out Madden or the NBA 2K. That's it. I'm good for that moment.
Bro.
Don't bother me.
Man, look, that's such a peaceful moment, or even just be able to rest.
What's yours, Dub? Yo, what's
just
like?
wind down.
What's your like a healthy distraction? Like you know what I'm saying? Like what's yours?
One of my
We in Dub's world right now,
bro. One of my distractions I had to really kind of like back off of is. And this is
He
something
said
I recently.
healthy
Oh,
distraction.
healthy. Oh, okay. No, but this is healthy though. This, but this is healthy though.
By saving you. healthy.
But in order for me to have a healthy distraction, I have to back off of something that isn't
You
as
gotta
healthy.
know what's not healthy, yeah, for sure.
So I had to back off of because I this is again prioritizing me,
Okay,
which
for
is
sure.
which is healthy, but
Yeah.
I had to stop carrying other people's visions. And like
Well,
and being
that's too heavy, bro. You can't just act like
Bro.
that's a whole different, bro.
it
He
is.
Bro, that's
He
It
just dropped the
is.
bomb of Hiroshima on us with that one.
Bro, but it's real. It's real, and I had to realize that okay, prioritizing myself, I just stayed to myself for a minute and just focused on what I had to do because it was taken away from what I needed to do, just in my own world, so to speak. But far as even more healthy for me is like I play definitely my Xbox One. That gives me a chance to kind of wind down, or even I like to write. I love to write poetry. I love to draw. That's kind of healthy for me, just to kind of just be to myself, even just being home. Just I don't gotta go nowhere. I ain't gotta really do nothing. It's just sometimes you just want to be with yourself.
yeah.
That's just like that's the most form of healthy distraction for me. It's just being able to be home in the peace of my home and just be chill. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Yeah.
I love that. Because it's just like, it helps me to also just sit back, reflect on God's grace and what he's done for me. And I could just look at everything in what I gave to him. And so I could just see, wow, God, you really been taking care of me. So it's just like, it gives me an opportunity just to kind of just think, praise God, thank you for what I have, where I'm able to go, the things I'm able to do. But it's just, you just sit with yourself. And it's just a lot of reflecting for me. So for me, that's healthy. Because I get to reset and reposition and rethink things and reprioritize and get more clarity. Go ahead. I get to be in my prayer closet. You know what I'm saying? Like I get to really speak to God. That's just my way of healthy distraction, bro. Like that all day, hands down, just being with myself. Learning myself even more because seasons change. Like there's different things about me that I used to tolerate, I don't tolerate. Like I'm a new dub, so it's like the person you would think that would just be like, oh hey, no, I ain't no doormat. You finna walk over this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so and it was so healthy for me, bro, because I had to really break down, like as they say, deconstruct. Like if you deconstruct and make sure you reconstructing something that is of substance that can replace what is alternate of what you feel like you're missing.
Dang, that's good.
Cause that's the thing.
That's good.
Cause you know what I'm saying, we quick to take away.
But what are you
But we
replenishing?
replace
Like
it.
what are you
Replace
putting
it.
back?
Right,
Exactly.
that's good. Yeah.
We don't replace it. You know what I'm saying? So we end up being distracted again or a trigger with something else again or something like that.
Right.
Y'all was talking about write the vision, make it plain. You know what I'm saying? Write the vision, make it plain. Like, what happens when you write out the vision, sometimes you have to come back to the drawing board to do some figurations on it, bro.
Reconstruct it,
You
right.
got to work on it till it's plain.
Yeah.
Cause you can write the vision, it could be having pieces in it that's down. You don't need to go there now. You're doing like this. You zigzagging. You want circles because your vision is not. You wrote the
Right.
vision, but it's not plain. You ain't worked on it.
Right.
Work it.
Exactly.
Right.
Think about the term plain sight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Plain in sight. that's just what it is. And it's constant. There's no wavering from it.
Yeah.
Like you got clarity. You understand the assignment.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and this holds you accountable. What you see written down holds you accountable to what you need to do. So that's why I do week to week goals. Like, this is what I need to get done this week. But if I don't get these 2-3 things, I'm cool, because I know for a simple fact, I'm with myself. I ain't got nothing else to do.
But how long though?
I can enjoy.
Who assignment? Your assignment.
Exactly.
Your assignment is different from my assignment. Your assignment is different from his assignment. Her assignment is different from her assignment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we won't know what our assignment's gonna be if we don't know our triggers or if we distracted.
Yeah. And here's something I want to interject in as I'm listening to y'all talk, and it just keep ringing in my spirit. I gotta say it is, you have to prioritize your purpose.
Oof. Even when you don't know what it is. Sometimes you don't know what your purpose is, but you know what?
You gotta prioritize
I'm
it to
do
find
something.
out.
But matter of fact, let me prioritize myself so I can figure out what my purpose is. But if you don't make room for it, you won't never figure out what it is.
Because if you keep allowing distractions, right? Some of you have a burning desire. It ain't just stuff don't happen, bro. I'm gonna give you a prime example, right? The Bible says we were made in the image and after the likeness of God, right? We call him the creator, right? What does he do? He creates. He makes something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he also makes something out of things that already exist. Because see, when he made man from something that already existed.
Right.
But yet he did speak something out of darkness into existence. So, you know, he does both. He makes something out of nothing. So we have the ability to make something out of nothing and also to make something out of something. Right? So if I'm going to prioritize my purpose, but I don't know what that is, right? So I have to remove myself from even the hustle and bustle of life to get away from the distraction that's pulling me away to look for something I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Boy, you said a mouthful.
Yeah, for real.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Because
you said a mouthful.
you know what I'm saying? And I got this quote that says this right here: I can never find what I'm not looking for. So if I continue to allow life and distractions to keep me from even looking for something that I'm supposed to be doing with my life, I'm still operating in a frenzy, and I'll never get to where I'll never be, and I'll never be satisfied, because I was created to create. And I'm not saying everybody have to run a multi-million-dollar business or none of that stuff, but you are supposed to create something. What are you creating? Don't allow your distractions and triggers keep you from creation. We've created messes and families by not knowing our triggers. You know you weren't supposed to sleep with that dude because he wasn't no good, and now he a bad father and you pissed off. You know you weren't supposed to sleep with that girl. Her attitude stink when you met her, and now you got a baby by her, and now you got to deal with that for the rest of your life because she ain't gonna change, and she done told you that. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
You in the vein.
So it's like it's very important. It's vital. We got to prioritize our purpose, and I got to find what that is, bro. Because and what I was gonna go back to is when I was a
God, dog, bro.
I don't know if I even shared this with you. When I was a kid, bro. I used to. I don't know if it was visions or dreams or what. I remember just like it was yesterday. I was in my room, laying in my bed, just, I don't know. I think I had the video game and I was just staring. I was just in a mode or whatever. And I say, boy, wouldn't it be cool if there was a device where I could take my phone? Because at the time, I think cell phones were just, I don't even remember. Even if cell phones was in or not. I don't remember.
It was one of
It
those
might have been the
those
big dialing
big
thing, but they definitely
phone calls like
Yeah.
Daddy had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mind would go to this place, bro, and it was like, it would be really cool if I could watch TV on my phone. God brought that back to my remembrance a couple years ago.
Dang.
I'm like, wait a minute. Never thought I'd write a book, let alone 2. And I got a bunch in my thing that I know I'm going to be able to bring them out at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
Another one.
Yeah.
So, which I'm going to be dropping another one this year. And y'all will be proud of me because remember I told y'all I had dropped the ball last year. So I'm waiting on the proof of my workbook to come in for the kids.
Okay,
So,
sure.
Come on, dog.
yeah, so it's on the it's in
Yo,
it's
yo,
on
we
the
gotta
way.
clap that up, cuz. We gotta clap that up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so student success workbook coming for the kids, man. So, give them something visual to look at as they write their goals down and stuff like that.
sure.
Something real artistic that they can look at, really kind of motivate them.
We
So,
need one for us, for the
yeah,
adults.
got a lot of color and stuff in it. So, but yeah, man, God brought that back there, and it came back to my mind tonight talking how I was just sitting. I'm like, man, wow, I was visualizing stuff as a kid that's created today that I didn't even know that was going to exist, but was thinking in my mind, but hey, that would be cool if that was existing. So I was purposed to do what I'm doing today. Creating
Thanks.
things for other people to read, creating things for other people to look at, to experience. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
What are you purposed to create? You got to prioritize that. You got to find, bro, too many people have come to me, man, I want to write a book. Well, what's stopping you? We want to look like XYZ person that did. Oh, they're on the New York. Just write. Just start. I don't care. That's what I've learned through this process, bro. I don't care if it's a 10-page book, bro. At least you wrote it.
Exactly.
For
At
sure.
least you started.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we want, we looking for the glitz and the glamour, but
Bro.
dude.
Hey, how my book looking? That thing might be.
Yeah, bro, you
You writing the encyclopedia. I already know how you roll.
No, that thing. I don't think it's gonna be a long one.
My bro
I don't think it
educated.
is. It's not gonna be like that. It's not.
All right.
It's not, bro. Cause okay, how I'm writing there, bro. It's like, everything in there's from the house. I'm telling you,
I already know.
it's personal.
I already know. I can't wait till it come out.
So like
do it.
everything is like almost like a story, and then I'm using the story to explain a point that I'm trying to prove.
Right.
And then
That's good.
towards the end of the chapter,
good.
I
That's
will
always good.
I will use the story to explain the point, and the point will magnify by the story, and then that's how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Man.
That's how I'm doing it.
And that's a good way to do it because that's what grabs people's attention when you can do stuff like that. They tell that and they even like with some of the training I had with speaking, they tell you the same thing. And so that's why usually I try to always equate a story with certain points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It brings that point
It
and
ties
that
it
hits
in.
on. I mean, for this to be your first book and you already doing that,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
I
Stamp.
appreciate you.
Kudos.
Yeah.
I
Stamp.
appreciate you. Yeah.
Big facts.
I appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's and when you look at purpose is why something was created. So we was created to bring glory to God, and how we do that is can be done through different things. And you just gotta you gotta get beyond the hustle and the bustle of life and do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen, man, y'all take care of them triggers out there. You got an attitude. Listen, man. I say this, and I'm gonna say this till I'm blue in the face. This is just the space that God has me in, man. It is so vital because the next generation is dependent upon it. Like these kids are lost, and I don't care what I do. I work with adults. I speak to adults too, but I'm gonna always revert back to the kids because I'm in the system. I'm there. I'm on campuses. I'm talking to the kids, even. Personally, I'm mentoring and stuff like these kids, man, they're lost because they have no structure.
Exactly.
And they don't have no structure because the parents and the adults don't have no structure.
Which means no discipline, no
Which
boundaries.
means there's no discipline, no boundaries, no love.
Nothing.
So if you make your purpose a priority, then guess what? All that other stuff will get in line. Because now you can have that conversation with your son and your daughter and say, listen, you know what, you can't do that, and here's why. Yeah, so I was talking with one of the coaches, some of the coaches was talking, and it was like, man, they kids, like, God, boy, they cussing like grown, like, and it's like they normal their language, like they don't care. Like when back in our day, you would never do that in front of an adult. But we'll cuss each other out behind closed doors all day long. You be making up cuss words. But it's stemming to those that you have impact and influence over. You know what I'm saying? And so this was a deep conversation tonight.
Bro, you have no idea how deep. This is like
Yeah.
my real life deep. Yes. Because it just takes me back to when I was Ubering heavy. And I had to realize that God is the source and Uber was a resource.
Right.
And I had to kind of like fall back and be like, and trust God in that area, because it showed me that I didn't trust him. And then looking at this, and it's just painting a picture of, I literally just had to make a decision.
Yeah.
To prioritize my purpose, because I know this wasn't a part of my purpose. And I was just like, man. Yeah. So you just reaffirm and confirm what I already, on the decision that I already made, which was the right one. So it's just like, okay.
Bro, that's some, you just put all your testicles on the table when you you just, like that. Bro, when you, no. What he just said.
So love you.
Bro, what he just said, he said I was Ubering crazy.
Hey, that was so left field.
Bro,
I wasn't ready.
Bro, he said I was Ubering crazy. And I had to realize that God is the source and the Ubering was the resource. And that proved to me that I didn't trust God in that area. Bro.
Yeah.
Because he also brought back to my remembrance, and then we'll close out. And whatever else y'all have, final words and stuff. But he reminded me back in Lake Howard Heights. I made $10,000 a year that year.
I remember, we talked about that, man. You had
$8 an hour, bro.
Yeah. It's crazy when you look back years ago how much money you made, and you be trying to figure out, well, how did I do that? Because I can remember when I made $7.25 an hour.
It was crazy.
Coming out of high school, bro. You know, even living at home, but you still looking at like $350 a week.
Yeah. This ain't no money.
And that's gross.
That's already gone.
That's gross.
I ain't gonna get on that.
But go ahead, finish.
But like, bro, and he brought it back to my remembrance of what he did and what he stretched. And I knew that was him. So I had to get back to that level of faith and trusting again. And just to know that he gonna take care of me. He take care of the birds and the air, you know, who we're his children. So who's to say he's not gonna take care of us?
Right.
Bro, I think I told y'all this before. I know we gotta close out. This crazy right here though.
Straight from the house.
I'm jogging right. Hey, Doug, you know the trail over here about it, across the railroad track?
Yeah.
Right,
About Brecker Highway?
Yeah. Bro, I'm on the trail. I'm finna start my jogging process, so I'm walking a little bit, bam. You know, the curve, the hill right here, but the curve right
Then they go.
I go around the curve. Kid you not, bro. It's this tree that's act on the corner. If I'm lying, I'm flying, dog.
You still on the ground,
make
right
this
now.
up. It was a squirrel. It was 2 squirrels on the tree. I kid you not. The big squirrel had his arm around the other squirrel, like this, on the tree.
No.
I said, God, this don't make no sense. I said, this don't make no sense. I said, he got a girl, but I can't. I was like this.
I was jealous of the squirrel. I was like that, man. I feel some kind of way about this here, Lord.
My boy was like this on the tree, and you know, the tree. I was like, oh, heck no. Like, this ain't. Cause I was going through at the moment. I'm emotional. I'm all that. You know what I'm saying? I want a female. Like, I want, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I want a girl like her in these streets, bro.
You know, I know and understand.
And I know it sounds cliche, but I'm gonna say this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You in prep mode.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I did what?
You in prep mode.
Okay, prep mode. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It gotta be something.
Yeah.
Cause your boy was hugged up. I was like, God, come on now. But this was a while back. But I was like,
you in prep mode. I mean, this is even a reason why that other situation hasn't gone as far as it could go.
yeah. But that's.
Yep.
All.
So it's.
Ooh.
Come on, brother. You already know.
You not only
know.
you're in prep mode and she's in prep mode. Whoever that is.
Whoever it is. Yeah,
Whoever
for sure.
it is, I'll just leave it at that. So, cause this one gonna last.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
one
for
gonna
sure.
last.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. This one gonna last because this phase that you're going through is just preparation for the next level, and she's gonna be ready for you, and you're gonna be ready for her.
Bro.
I just feel to tell you that by the Spirit of God.
I received that, bro.
Yeah. I really,
Big facts.
I wasn't expecting all that, but that's just what I feel to tell you right now.
That, bro, I was in my emotions when I saw the squirrel hugging the squirrel.
I bet,
I
bro.
was like,
bro. I can't imagine.
I was like, oh heck no.
I'm surprised he's like, grab that raw.
Can't.
I was like, hold on.
You ain't finna be doing this in front of me.
I was like, I had stopped. I was like,
animal control.
I know they're not hugging.
Get on now.
My man's hugged up and then the tree vertical. So you hugging vertical? You hugged up vertical. My man's hugged up. He hugged up like this.
He was booed up.
I was like, oh head no. This joke crazy out here.
That's funny. Man.
I was like, man, this don't make no sense, man. No sense.
Man, even the squirrel got him old lady.
Come on, brother. You know, come here, brother.
My
Bro,
man,
trust me, I know how you feel,
he
dog.
had a cute squirrel. She had a curly tail.
Oh man, that was funny.
She had that.
Hey, with you.
Yeah, he came from the house on that one.
Yeah, came from the house, bro, straight up.
No cap.
No cap.
Oh man, that's what's up. That's what I love about this podcast, man. We just genuine, man. We just have a good time, man.
Hey, I don't
Big
care.
facts.
I'm being transparent. Bump all that.
Oh,
For real,
man.
100.
Oh
That's
man,
it, man.
But, man, we got to close it out. I know we went a little long tonight, man. But
Man,
it's
it's
all
all right
for
with me because this
love,
was
man.
good.
Yeah, man. We hope and pray y'all enjoying the content, man. You know, keep your comments coming. You know, drop them.
Facts.
And, you know, let us know. Like I say, you know, we just starting out, so I think we're off to a great start, man. And if there's anything you know, y'all got any suggestions on topics and stuff like that, man, drop them in the comments. So we definitely read them. So we appreciate everything, man. And, you know, keep your eyes on us, man. We still got some stuff coming this year, different things of that nature, man. So appreciate the love and support, man. So we're going to go ahead and get out y'all hair, man. We love y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. And we're going to get up out of here, man. Remember this, you know, shoot for the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And remember this, if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. God bless. We'll see y'all next week.
Man. Yeah.
Peace.
Peace out.